We begin with severe wet weather in southern British Columbia, where flood warnings remain in parts of the Fraser Valley. The region has been hammered by heavy rain, forcing evacuations and triggering a local state of emergency as rivers overflow. Some highways in the Fraser Valley are still cut off from the rest of the province. The Coquihalla, the route severely damaged in the 2021 floods, is closed in both directions between Hope and Merritt. Highway 1 from Highway 9 to Hope is closed eastbound, and Highway 3 is completely cut off. The swollen Nooksack River in Washington state broke its banks on Wednesday, prompting the city of Abbotsford to the north to order residents of over 370 properties to leave their homes. Another 600 properties are under an evacuation alert. Joining me now is Ken Popove, the mayor of Chilliwack. Nice to see you today, Ken. How are things there now? Good afternoon. Happy Thursday.
Really calm. It stopped raining, and the water is starting to recede. The Veda River has dropped by at least a couple feet, so that's obviously a good thing. So now it's just kind of a wait and see till the water comes through and down. But Chilliwack property, it wasn't affected too bad. We had some culvert blowouts and some debris, some localized flooding, that sort of thing. But nothing as bad as what's happening in Sumas because of the Nooksack River. So we came out okay here.
So things in Washington state where Sumas is worse, things up to the north, of course, where that river drains into in the Fraser Valley, not as bad. But when we heard from emergency officials just earlier this morning, they said things aren't over yet. What might you be bracing for?
Well, yeah, that's our concern, because the Nooksack, it did breach its banks, and it continued to flow northward toward Abbotsford. Well, Sumas, Abbotsford, and then eventually to us. But that flow is slowing down a lot. So, yes, Sumas, South Abbotsford are probably going to be affected, but we should be okay. Last time, 4 years ago, it along with the Sumas River breaching, well, not breaching, the bank broke. That's what culminated into, the floods into south of Chilliwack into Yarrow kind of thing. But I think we're pretty safe now, but we want folks to be alert and just be ready to go if need be. But I'm just telling people to be calm. I think we're over the worst of it, and yeah, there's some more rain in the forecast this weekend, but it's a third of what we've had in the last few hours. So yeah, I'm pretty optimistic.
Although more rain in the forecast for the weekend, as I understand it, though that is a normal fall winter pattern for the Lower Mainland. How much of the situation right now is actually a credit to the flood mitigation plans that were put in place after the 2021 floods?
Well, I'm glad you touched on that, because we're still asking the province to help fund gravel extraction out of the Veda River. We're still catching up from the catastrophic incident in 21, where I think it was about 4 million cubic yards of gravel came down. We were able to extract some last year, but we're still in catch-up mode. And now what happened here the last few hours, I'm sure we're right back to the same kind of height and capacity that was there. So we really need the province to step up and be more proactive than reactive. And I'm going to keep on them to move some funding to us so we can do our work to mitigate all these issues that happen.
So what do you need more of, Ken? You need more water? You need more manpower, more support?
We need money to extract more gravel. That's what we need.
Okay.
Because then the freeborn, you lose all that, and with all the debris coming down, it just backs up and backs up. So any little bit will help, but that program was halted last year. But again, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but we're still in a catch-up mode here to clean up what came down 4 years ago. So I'm really asking the province to step up to the plate and have a good look at this flood mitigation, because that is something that really needs to be done.
Ken, in the meantime, while the rain is easing in the Fraser Valley, how much of a headache is travel in this area? If you can't get past Hope, you can't get to the interior easily. I heard the Sea to Sky Highway was closed earlier. What sort of a travel nightmare is this?
Well, just stop by Chilliwack. We have lots of restaurants and pubs, and we'll welcome you here. So, yeah, I'm sure it's an issue to the east of us. I spoke with the mayor of Hope actually last night, and yeah, they had just one slide, but the slides are before there's one, and then there's some after as well. So the Coke, it's going to be a while. I was on a call with the river forecasting with all the EOCs, and they're going to know better by the end of the afternoon to see what they can open. But you know, with the Coquihalla, you know, that's a major artery to go eastward. So I'm sure they're on top of that issue and working on cleaning it up and opening that up.
Okay, is there a pub you want to plug in Coquitlam? It's Coquitlam, in Chilliwack while you're at it?
Oh, 1881, our downtown's great, but come on down.
Okay.
We'll take care of you.
If you're in Chilliwack, no matter the rain, there's a warm meal waiting for you. Thanks for being with us, Ken. Ken Popove, Mayor of Chilliwack, BC.
Thank you.